Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you all here this spring evening. I'm glad you all had the opportunity to come here. On behalf of the music department, as well as our very many talented musicians that are here tonight, I want to welcome you to our spring concert for our 6th grade concert band, as well as our 6th, 7th, and 8th grade jazz bands. We've spent a lot of time preparing and fine-tuning for this evening's presentation, so I hope that you do enjoy. Just before I leave here, one of my duties here is, in the event of a fire alarm, please note that the exits, what I'd like for you to do is halfway up the auditorium, you're going to exit out of the back of the building, the front, you're going to exit out of the side here, just in the event of a fire alarm. Hopefully we will not have one, but in the event that it does happen. I do want to thank you all once again for coming, and without further ado, Ms. Karn and the 6th grade concert band.
You'll hear him. He's over here playing, but I wanted to make sure that Austin was mentioned as part of the trombone. And as far as his family goes, I'll type up a new program and give you one with his name on it. Hopefully everybody had some good 300 programs, so it's good to see so many people here. We're going to start with a march called Billboard March. The next piece we're going to play for you is Clouds, and there's a little description to it. It's in 3 parts. Clouds is a composition based on the imagery of different cloud forms. We start with cirrus clouds, which are those white, delicate, wispy ones that are usually up high. Then the weather changes, and you'll hear it in our piece, and the thunder clouds come rolling through because, after all, it is New England, so the weather changes. And you'll hear a series of things happen in our percussion section that will indicate lightning and thunder strikes. It's really cool. Well, we think it's really cool. And then at the end, you'll hear the sun come out and the sky fills with those puffy cumulus clouds. And I do want to tell you that part of one of their homework assignments was to look up all those clouds, and most of them brought me in pictures or written descriptions of the different kinds of clouds that we were supposed to be using in our piece. So we hope that you can hear them. called Knights of the Round Table. And it's very bold, it's very strong. We all think of Sir Lancelot, knight in shining armor, so it's really cool. And the favorite thing is it has a gong. Well, you can guess what section of the band we're going to feature next, and it's not the gong. We get an opportunity when we have such a nice full-on instrumentation and some good lessons and to try a couple of different things. So you'll see bass clarinets have been added into the ensemble, and you'll see a tenor saxophone has been added in, things that we don't always get a chance to use. And then next year in 7th grade, Mr. Power fills out the instrumentation of the band with even more instrument choices. So in the beginning of the year, he'll be going through and he'll be finding kids that are the best practicing people, the best ears, the people that have the best commitment, and those people will be given opportunities to add to their collection of knowledge with additional instruments. So where I've already started discussing some of those candidates. So it's kind of cool to give a little chance to try some things new. This piece is called Clarinet a la King, and it is featuring the clarinet section. last piece. One of the things that I wanted to tell you about, and you might have seen them on the stands on your way in, is our summer program. We have a lot of course offerings in the summer. There are opportunities for concert band. There's an opportunity for jazz ensemble. There's an opportunity for the string players, for world drumming, and for string ensemble if you have any string players in your life. There's also a summer musical theater program that we're doing Jungle Book. But those program forms are out there. It might be something that you take a little look at. We try to make it as easy as we can for parents. We make it after the breakfast hour. You don't have to be there till 9. We get them back home to you. Well, you don't come get them, but they'll get home at 11 o'clock, so you don't have to worry about packing their food or anything. They won't have lunch with us. So it might be something that you look at. Traditionally, those players are really strong by the end of the summer. It's not a whole lot of commitment. It's just 2 hours a morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, excluding July 4th. But it might be something you want to look at. And there is a discount if you sign up in the month of May. So if you'd like to go ahead and send those forms in if you're interested, or talk to me about the program, it's fun. The kids do a nice job. And then there's a performance at the end of the whole thing, at the end of July. And if you miss a week, that's okay. That's why they keep the price low so that it's not a huge deal if you go out for a week, because we know there's scout camp and soccer camp and stuff going on. So just thought I would mention that. So if you don't have any of those. I also wanted to mention our backdrop. We just had a wonderful production here over the weekend. It was Once on This Island. And one of the things that JFK offers the students that a lot of other schools can't do in the area is an incredible array of extracurricular activities outside of the school day. There are so many clubs. They were listed all along the wall. I think they came up with like 21 different activities. And one of the big activities is the show. And they were all new directors doing it this year, and they rehearsed in the CAF. They had like a couple of days on the stage, and they really did a good job. But the backdrop was done by Mr. Saccio and the Art Club, another after-school opportunity for your kids that meets a couple days a week throughout the school year. And we loved it, so we leave it up here for the week for our performance. So I wanted to just do a shout out to Art Club too for all their work helping with the show and allowing us to stay up. We are playing again. We're playing next Thursday during our band rehearsal time. We're playing for all of the 6th graders. So I just want to also mention to you that what you're seeing tonight is part of what we do. We do a lot of music besides just what you're hearing. This is a sampling of our performances. This is our band work. We have a ton of lesson work that we do in addition to this. So I do want to remind you that the year is far from over. We have a lot of things going on. So it would be good if you could please remind them all to make sure they have their instruments every Thursday and for their lesson days. Unbelievably, we still have a couple kids that forgot what day of the week it is, and it's a Thursday. So we want to make sure that, so please help us with that. We're going to conclude with Star Wars, and then we're going to go right into another one of the extracurricular activities that we have, which is 6th grade jazz band with Mr. Power. And that's just going to be a quick, they're just walking right down on here, so nobody needs to move, so it's great. But I want to thank you very much, because I won't be talking to you again, for your support for the program. Dr. Goodnight does come here every Thursday and helps with the band, because it's a large group to meet with one day a week, and it's really hard to do by yourself, so I'm really appreciative that she comes in. And your teachers in the school are so supportive of the program, as is your administration. So if you see your classroom teachers or your principals and the custodians that move all this stuff all the time for me, it would be really helpful if you would have them on the back of me. Thank you. Okay, and Star Wars.